Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so very much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Asha. This is Ashamoji TV. Nice to meet you. I hope you like and subscribe. This is where I like to watch and react and share my 2 cents about 2 specific properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. In today's video, I am going to press play on episode 14 from the first season of Fringe, titled Ability. So, without any delay, here's my condensed reaction for your viewing pleasure. Germany prison. Back to Mr. Jones and his escape.
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Cone.
Oh, it's a review? I guess this is better than one of your standard, previously on Fringe. Yay, an entire episode with Jared Harris. You know I'm game. 2 weeks later. Ooh, okay, speeding up time.
Morning.
Is your father about?
Right here. Why don't you ask him what he's doing?
Milking Jean.
Rather not.
Or no?
Listen, do you remember that prisoner Jones I went to see
In Germany, right?
He escaped.
Good for him.
Good for him.
When nobody knows and it doesn't make sense, they come to us.
Well, what we do know is that Jones was working with Mitchell Loeb.
I remember Loeb. That's the guy that stole my invention.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and talk to him now. But can you describe to me again what you made, what Loeb was stealing?
It was a transportation device. I called it Disray, coined based on the premise disintegration, reintegration, disreg.
Okay.
Coming through, arriving, would require weeks of decompression in a barometric tank. And if you survived that, based on what would happen next, you'd likely wish you hadn't.
So you're saying that Jones, in theory, could have zapped himself out of prison?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, when Walter finds out for sure that happened.
Decompression is complete.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome back.
Claustrophobia alone would kill me.
Cup of tea, please. Of course. Everything is in order then? Yes, sir. The list is complete. We've got a lab set to your specifications. And the ceiling? All parts. Good.
It's frosty where they are. Look at all that. Oh. Side effects.
Yeah, 75 cents, my friend. Of course, it's all news now, given the old internet and all that. You must be an old traditionalist like myself, right? Hey, I like these. You don't see the $2 very often.
I was thinking that. I was like, do you have a $2 in the States?
I want you to check out a movie called Charade. Ever seen it?
Never heard of it.
Oh, God.
I've never heard of it either.
Oh.
Or may have. I just don't remember.
Oh.
What the?
There's something in my eyes.
This is different. Hey! There's the observer. That was very in my face. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. I think the last time I saw something like that was in a horror movie. Mr. Loeb, hello. I didn't think we'd see him again.
I know about David Robert Jones. I know that you helped him escape, and that you kidnapped me on that same night. You know where Jones is.
You're not someone I really want to work with.
Yeah, at least he's polite about it.
Doesn't matter if you find Jones or not. He's just a part of the army.
Army.
What's written will come to pass. Nothing you do can stop that. Nothing.
Whoa. It's very biblical sounding. What was written will come to pass.
Agent Dunham.
It's me. Get the bishops and meet me at Boston General.
According to witnesses, the whole thing happened in less than 2 minutes.
Ceramide. Act as a signaling molecule in skin. This friction might have been caused by a mutation, changing these lipids to recognize and seal any and all orifices. Did they check his anus and penis?
You think we could get the answer to that question without me in the room?
You talked to Lou. Did it give you anything?
Maybe, but nothing that relates to this exactly.
I'm not convinced this is Jones' work. What interest would he have in the newsstand operator?
That's what we're gonna find out.
Watch it's like his father or something.
Jones was only doing what had been written.
Meaning what? Written where?
Well, I didn't know, but we've never known what Jones's group, CFT, stood for. Maybe it's not the name of their organization. What if it's the name of their Bible?
Their Bible?
Zerstörung durch Fortschritt der Technologie.
CFT. Scroll down.
Destruction by advancement of technology.
It's a self-published anonymous manuscript.
They sending it to us?
They would be if it hadn't been destroyed 10 years ago. What do you think? Come on.
I think I got a weird connection.
Good answer.
Oh, who's this friend?
Olivia Dunham. I'm reading Advanced Forensic Science by Annerman. I keep it next to my gun.
Oh, I like this one.
We're just a friend and we need a favor. Anonymous self-published manuscript.
Destruction by advancement of technology sounds sexy and very challenging.
Impress me.
Nothing interests me less than impressing you.
I like him. I hope they show him more often.
I have something. Warehouse building in Alston, leased to Jones' attorney. Power was cut off for months. 2 weeks ago, it was turned back on.
The day Jones escaped from prison.
Could be a safe house.
Sounds like a safe house.
I need a search warrant authorized.
Sir,
Yeah, a warehouse in
sir,
Alston.
this can't wait.
What is it?
There's a man downstairs, says his name is David Robert Jones.
David Bowie's got to show up at some point.
Freeze!
I come bearing gifts.
I will speak only with Agent Olivia Dunham.
Oh. He wants VIP, huh? Cool.
Join the raid on that warehouse in Austin. See what you find.
How is that?
Relevant? Well, because right now he's just an escaped prisoner. But if he's playing games, as you say, I doubt he's here to help us. So show me some hard evidence that connects him to that incident downtown.
I certainly did not miss Harris in episode 13, and here he is now. Boo.
The ZFT book.
Stop it. Already?
Markham found some guy who collects scientific ephemera. He had a copy in his basement. The thing was never published. It was never even proofed, but check this out. The advances of science, which is supposed to expand our knowledge of the universe, will, if not carefully controlled, destroy the world as we know it. And that's just the forward.
We'll keep reading.
Will do.
Okay. Sounds like a cult. Walter's gonna want to see this. I suspect he's gonna play bad cop.
There is another I wish to speak to.
I'm afraid Agent Dunham is preoccupied. So lucky you get me. Well, you don't look well.
Which is why I was hoping to speak with Agent Dunham as soon as possible. I prefer to avoid any additional unnecessary deaths.
That's not a threat at all.
Now, when Agent Dunham comes to see me, I will require the following items. A standard walkie-talkie with removable crystals, metallic ballpoint pen, and an eyeglass repair kit. An analog wristwatch. Your watch would do.
If I were him, I'd ask for money. No, just kidding. That $2. So it's probably some kind of trace element on there. A contaminant. right? That instigates whatever happened to that old dude.
Let's lock it up and get back.
And now happening to that guy. It really is a terrible way to hurt someone.
He's suffocating. I need to drink it.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. On TV, they always make that look so easy.
Oh, come on. Okay, breathe. Okay, he's breathing.
Oh, yes.
No!
Yeah, it makes sense because that's what Walter described. It closes up stuff. Just keep poking the hole, I guess. Continuously? It's too late. I don't know. I'd probably be jamming it over and over again. Giving in to his demands after all.
Have you bought the items I requested?
This will only take a moment.
What the hell's he doing? It's $1,000 watch.
Well, you gave it to him. Mind you, I don't know who in their right mind would spend $1,000 on a watch. I don't care how rich you are. That's just silly.
Whoa! What's happening in there?
Block communication so he can talk to her in private. Genius.
Get us some privacy. It's just you and me now. We haven't much time.
What the hell do you want?
I need you to pass a test.
Riddles, riddles.
Take the key, which I assume is in forensics. Go to Salem at the amusement park on Policy Street. I left something there for you. Oh.
You need medical attention.
That when one is dematerialized on a molecular level and then reassembled, there are certain unadvertised side effects.
Tell me about the attack you're planning.
I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it an insurance
I
policy.
don't care what you'd call it.
Even as we speak, a white cargo van is transporting an explosive device capable of killing several hundred people in the manner of the newspaper salesman and your deceased FBI colleague.
Okay.
If I wanted to harm you, I would have. Long ago.
This is Fringe's Joker here.
But we need every white van rented within the last 48 hours tracked down. In the meantime, I need 2 hours alone.
Why? Where are you going?
To get a massage.
I hope she means it. She needs a break.
I'll tell you when I get back.
Harris's face. He's like, is she getting a massage? Is it possible?
Did you hear that Jones turned himself in?
Yeah, I did. You get anything?
Yeah, that is crazy. And he's planning on using that toxin again soon. How's Walter coming with the antidote?
He's working on it.
Great. Anything more in the manuscript that might suggest what Jones' endgame is?
Well, it reads like a happy combo between an anti-science manifesto and a call to arms.
Call to arms against whom?
Exactly. I'll call you back when I get to the good part.
Anti-science manifesto.
Where's the manuscript?
Is she bringing a coffee cake?
No, she's not getting food. Have you seen the manuscript that I was reading earlier?
Fascinating, isn't it? I was just reading it whilst sitting on the crapper.
Please, no more information than that. Can I have it back?
I must read you one excerpt. But our universe is only one of many. The unknown truth is that the way to travel between them has already been discovered.
He's got a great voice.
Much like us, but whose history is slightly ahead of our own. The negative aspects of such visitations will be irreversible both to our world and to theirs. It will begin with a series of unnatural occurrences, until a simple fact becomes undeniable. Only one world will survive,
The pattern.
and it will either be us or them.
Okay. wheels are turning about my theory now.
I got the instructions.
So Jones is threatening to kill hundreds of people unless I take a test.
No, unless you pass a test.
Fine. What does my passing a test have to do with Jones killing innocent people?
That's what I'm wondering.
And whatever Mr. Jones' true goal may be, we only have 8 hours left until his next attack.
I wonder if they're going to make it so dramatic where she figures it out, like, at the last second.
Crew focuses on Lightboard. The object of the test is to systematically shut down the lights so that ultimately none are illuminated.
The instructions refer to the recruit. The author of the manuscript uses the same term. Many warriors of the inevitable confrontation are among us now. But before they can be considered soldiers, they must be regarded as recruits.
So I'm supposed to just turn these lights off by looking at them?
Well, it wouldn't be much of a test if we could just take out the battery.
Well, the title of this episode is Ability. So, is she gonna demonstrate an ability? And it might tie back to her experience in the tank, her first one. Maybe it awakens something in her. Okay, I'm going to X-Men here. Sorry. We just needed that distraction.
Dunham.
We just got a hit. Steady car rentals in New Haven, leased a white van yesterday morning. And you're gonna love this. To one Olivia Dunham.
No.
Oh yeah, he's messing with you, Liv.
Oh.
This is just a stupid mind game.
Where are you going?
To end it. I got your test kit.
You didn't bring it?
No, I didn't need to because
He's
this
dying.
This is to be
I think
expected.
he's dying,
What are
isn't
you
he?
doing, Mr. Jones?
I'm trying to get you to pass test number 1.
I know that you believe that there's some kind of war coming.
Read it?
And that you're recruiting warriors. That's the word you use, isn't it? But somehow you got me into your head.
Somehow. Yes. You were among those treated with a cortexiphan. It's why we had you taken. We needed confirmation. Something which requires a spinal tap.
I have never been treated with cortexiphan. I haven't even heard of it.
What is that?
I will not let these people die because of some stupid game that you're playing.
This is no game.
You need to cooperate, Mr. Jones.
No, Miss Dunham. It is you who needs to cooperate.
Mr. Jones?
Are they bringing him in? Oh gosh, they are.
Walter, put the cow away, would you?
Oh.
Thanks for your help. Thank you.
That is hilarious as an impression.
This is happening quicker than I would have imagined.
What's happening?
You understand, this man teleported through space. His molecules disintegrating and reintegrating. The very implications of it. We need a video camera. We should record this.
Yes, it's a breakthrough.
But I need you to stabilize him.
Of course. Okay, fine, take it. I'll do a third exam.
Anything?
Yeah, that drug Jones claims is in my body, cortexiphan. It's a drug patented but not approved by the FDA.
Patented to whom?
To Massive Dynamic.
Of course.
Why am I not surprised?
That's what I just said.
Me and you both.
Look, I'm gonna go find out what I can about cortexiphan, but in the meantime, he's actually expecting me to be able to do it.
To do what?
At test number 1, the flashing lights. Jones won't cooperate unless I pass the test. You think we can trick him?
What are you asking me to do? You want me to open up the light box?
You could see what you could do.
Yeah, why not? Got nothing to lose.
Thank you so much for seeing me at such short notice.
As I said, I am always available to you, Olivia. What can I do?
I need information on a drug called cortexiphan.
It doesn't ring a bell. Let me check.
It doesn't ring a bell. She's like, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm not going to let you know.
Oh yes, I recall this. Cortexiphan. It was part of a clinical trial of a drug that Dr. Bell created in 81.
81.
Dr. Bell theorized that the human mind at birth is infinitely capable, and that every force it encounters, social, physical, intellectual, is the beginning of a process he referred to as limitation, a diminishing of that potential.
And cortexiphan?
It was meant to limit that limitation.
And where were the trials?
Dr. Bell conducted the trials himself at Ohio State University, Worcester campus.
Nowhere else.
No. Why? If you don't mind me asking.
Nothing.
She's one of those kids.
No matter what
But
Jones
how,
believes,
though?
I was never given that drug. William Bell conducted his trials in Ohio. In 1981, I was 3 living in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay. Never mind that.
Walter thinks he's going to be able to revive Jones soon, and I was able to reprogram the light box. We should be able to fake Jones out.
I knew you could do it. I'll see you soon.
Will he believe it, though? If he comes to consciousness? I'm assuming he has some kind of insurance in place, you know, if he dies, the bomb goes kaboom anyway.
I passed the test. You'll tell us everything we need in order to stop whatever it is you're planning.
That was always the deal.
I think he's gonna see right through it. They can't just have him be deceived by a trick, really? Oh my gosh, the suspense is killing me here. Well, she's faking it well.
Your turn.
Indeed. 923 Church Street, 47th floor. You better hurry.
This is Agent Dunn.
So he believed her? Okay. I don't think he did. That's just too easy. But maybe the point is you need easy like that. Maybe that's the point of the trick.
So the device.
This one's a real mess. The bomb squad says they can't move it or defuse it.
Why?
Because I've never seen wiring like this before.
That's quite intricate.
Oh my god.
Oh! That's brilliant! So she tricked herself! Oh, that's good.
It's rigged here for a reason. Blow out the windows.
4 blocks ain't gonna cut it.
Not even close.
Hey, it's me. That son of a bitch knew what we were doing.
What?
He knew that we were faking him out. Is he still conscious?
Nope.
Barely.
Put him on.
Oh, you.
I can't do this.
I remain confident that you can.
Look, you know what I did before? It wasn't real.
Yes, I know, Miss Dunham. Before they can be considered soldiers, they must be regarded as recruits, and the expectation must be that they shall be unwilling.
Okay. You think that I'm valuable? Valuable enough to kidnap, to try and train?
You are a rare commodity, true.
Okay, if you don't deactivate this device, I'm gonna die, which means that your rare commodity is gone.
But I have one thing, Miss Dunham, that you do not. I have faith in you.
Okay.
There is no red wire, no blue, only black. Cut any one of them and the device blows. Try and remove it and the device blows. And if those lights are still on when the timer hits 0, the device blows.
This is gonna be something.
Olivia,
I need to do this. There's no other way.
if you stay here, you are going to die. I'm not doing this with you, Olivia.
Yes, you will, Peter.
You're out of your mind.
He loves her. He'll change his mind, go back. They'll have a moment with him. That's episodic television for you. Like clockwork. I just want to see how they're visually going to show it. Is it really going to be that simple where she just blows out the light and they all go out? Yep. Exactly like that. 2 seconds in.
You did it.
You're a mutant!
What was that? How did you do that?
I don't know.
This show is going in directions I'm liking.
Wait! She did it, didn't she?
Seems she did.
With those lights, he planned it, Jones. It was all just a mind game.
How do you plan it? Plan what?
Yeah.
Programmed to turn off when the countdown ended.
Maybe, but
No.
he couldn't have known when you were going to arrive. He couldn't have known the timing on that.
Well, that's what he did.
She's in denial.
Fine, then let me play devil's advocate. Why did Jones choose you at all?
Because of your father. He wanted to meet your father. He wanted to meet the man who designed the device that let him escape from prison.
Fine, look, all I know is I didn't die tonight, so I'm pretty much willing to accept any explanation you want to give. You want
Yeah.
a drink?
I was just gonna say that. You need a
Jones
night
was
out.
just transferred to Boston General. So I have a few questions for him. It's my last chance.
Yeah, I'd be downing like 5 shots in a row.
So in all the excitement of today, I forgot to say something. I haven't overlooked the fact that you actually created a teleportation machine. Which, despite the fact that using it kills you, is pretty damn cool.
Kills you. It does something unthinkable. It doesn't kill you.
Okay. So I guess it'll be revealed what it actually does? It turns you into a superhero. The answers are all in there. Multiverse. Wow, talk about timing of me choosing this property after everything I've watched in the last year.
Hello? Agent Dunham? Nina Sharp.
Her fashion's very
I was
interesting.
curious about that question you asked, whether there were other places where cortexiphan was tested.
Yes?
There was, it turns out, a second clinical trial.
In her
Very
town.
much smaller than the one in Ohio.
I know it is.
Yes, in Jacksonville, Florida, at a military base. Agent Dunham,
Thank you very much for calling.
you're most welcome. Have a good night.
Now that's a bombshell. He's gonna type his own manifesto? Ability. Wait. Okay. Give me a second. I think I got that. It's the same pattern as what he saw. So that typewriter wrote the manifesto? Okay. All right. So I'm going to pick up my favorite scene, and come back to you with some more thoughts. First things first. I love this show so much. Well, so far. I just can't see this show giving me a reason not to love it further till the end of the series. Well, then again, I shouldn't say that. I've had shows that I've loved so much and then ended up hating later on. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so when it comes to picking a scene, it was tough. I mean, I'm still battling in my mind whether it's the scene with Olivia putting out the lights with her newfound ability, or is it the scene where Nina confirms to Olivia that testing with cortexiphan? Yeah, cortexiphan. I think that's what it is. Cortexiphan was done in her hometown where she was at as a child. I think I'm picking that scene because that scene adds more to the overall group of, evidence that I'm collecting along the way that opens up a can of worms. And it is connected to the fact that she ended up blowing out the lights, so to speak, at the end there with the bomb. And also that revelation for Olivia officially connects her to Massive Dynamic. Because from episode 1 up until now, she's all like Massive Dynamic or corrupt or hiding stuff, Massive Dynamic, they're the villains really behind the scenes, and I kind of have that perspective as well. But now it seems she's connected to them because of the trials or tests they were doing back in the day. That has given her the ability, like an X-Men, to affect little light bulbs. But more notably, the end of the episode where Walter realizes that chances are he wrote that manifesto. That's what I've understood so far, and I have a major theory when it comes to this whole multiverse and Walter and this army and Jones, which I've shared with my club members in my full reaction. So if you want to check it out, details about that is in the description box below. But I'm not going to repeat it too much right now, except for the fact that I'm so excited where this is going. And with that in mind, I have to give this episode 5 Ashamojis. It just has everything I want in a TV show episode. Great performance, great dialogue, amazing actors, Jared Harris. All of the performers in this show so far are just stellar, except for the actor who plays Harris. The actor is so good at playing annoying that I can't stand him in the show. No, nothing on the actor. He's that good where his character, I hate him. When he's on screen, when he's around, I just want to roll my eyes and yeah, I hope he gets offed. I hope he's a character that dies, honestly. If you're a huge fan, I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. Okay, so yeah, there you have it, people. That is my reaction to episode 14 from the first season of Fringe. I've got 6 more episodes to go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your spoiler-free comments. And if you like what I do here and you want to support my channel, details on how to go about doing that is in the description box below, as well, of course, details on how you can join my club if you want to and get early access to my full, uncut, unfiltered reactions to episodes of Fringe. So until my reaction to episode 15, I'm tuning out. Peacing out. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.